Hey everybody, welcome back to Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Before we get into those pitches, remember, hit the subscribe button. This channel's been growing like crazy, and I'm going to continue to bring you awesome content throughout the year. You're not going to want to miss it, so hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Pablo Lopez. Not only can he paint with his fastball, but his changeup is one of my favorite changeups from any starting pitcher. Look how filthy that is. He had 7 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings. And here's a slow-mo look at the spin axis of his changeup. If you're a pitcher, take a close look at this and try to mirror it, because then your changeup can move just like Pablo's. Pay close attention to the dot formed by the ink on the baseball, because that is the key to getting it to sink. Chris Bassitt had 8 Ks in 7 innings, and Bassitt is so underrated. His sinker was moving about 22 inches arm side, his slider about 22 inches glove side. And here's an overlay of his sinker and his slider. And you can see how the sinker starts off the plate and comes back and catches the zone, and the slider looks like it's going to be a strike and then veers way out of the zone. Bassitt's mechanics may look like a baby giraffe trying to walk, but that doesn't detract from the beauty of his pitches. Check out this gorgeous 70-mile-an-hour curveball. And I love this. Here's a premature K-strut, Strutus interruptus from Chris Bassitt. He almost got to the dugout before realizing that pitch wasn't called a strike. That two-seamer clearly was in the zone, and I love it here where Fairchild actually apologizes to him between innings. I love this. If you miss a call, own up to it. Be a dude. Max Fried's start started rough. He didn't really have his A game at the beginning, but he put it together and was filthy. He had this wicked 88-mile-an-hour changeup and just a whole host of beautiful curveballs. The drop on these was up to 73 inches. Yep, over 6 feet of drop. Fried definitely has one of the prettiest curveballs in the game. And check out this overlay of an elevated fastball way out of the zone and Fried's curveball. This gives you an idea of how much Fried's curveball drops. You can see the curveball is even with the height of the fastball and then just disappears. It also shows why you may give up on Fried's curveball and take it for a strike, because it tunnels with a fastball that is almost over your head. Don't forget that fastball also is dropping on its way to the plate. It drops about 17 inches, so that curveball has ridiculous drop. Speaking of curveballs, Zack Greinke had this beautiful 69-mile-an-hour curveball, and anytime Greinke throws 69, I'll put it on here. It's a really nice curveball. But my filthiest starter of the day was Dylan Cease. Cease had 11 Ks in 7 innings and only gave up 1 hit. And you can see why just by looking at his stuff. He has a dirty slider, his fastball is upper 90s. He also has a unique changeup. Look at that grip. It looks almost like a baby splitter. But my favorite Dylan Cease pitch is his curveball. He's got about a 40% whiff rate on these things, and you can definitely tell why just by looking at him. Nearly perfect 12-6 action. Here's a ridiculous overlay of his fastball and curveball. You can see how these things look exactly the same midway to the plate, and then that curveball just dives out of that plane. You can see why Cease has 39 Ks in 29 innings. Now on to some relief pitchers. Felix Bautista was filthy. I mean, look at this 99-mile-an-hour fastball and then this wicked splitter. Kendall Graveman threw this nasty sinker. Look at that arm side run. And check out these absolutely stupid splinkers from Jhoan Duran. He's basically throwing 97 and 98-mile-an-hour splitters. That is just stupid stuff. The splinker is quickly becoming one of my favorite pitches in baseball. And Duran got his first career save. A little secret, there'll be many more where that came from. Hendriks totally annihilated the side in his 1 inning of work to get the save. Look at this filth, and I love his celebration. Here are a couple of overlays of his fastball and his slider, and you can see why he is so tough to hit. That slider tunnels really well with his upper 90s and sometimes even touching 100 miles an hour fastball. It's good to have Liam back. He had a little back injury, but the healing power of the Pitching Ninja shirt is undefeated. Lastly, check out this ridiculous Bohemian Rhapsody breaking ball by Yimi Garcia. Mama, he just killed a man. And now, my Pitching Ninja moment of zen.